GrimmChorizo here, and this is Ringside Predictions, where I give you my predictions for the upcoming wrestling pay-per-views. And this weekend is arguably the biggest wrestling weekend of the year. We've got NXT Takeover Dallas tonight, which is arguably the biggest show they've held to date. I mean, it's the weekend of Wrestlemania. It's in Dallas, the home of Wrestlemania 32, so it's going to be massive. And then on Sunday, we've got Wrestlemania 32. So, huge weekend. Let's get into my predictions for NXT TakeOver Dallas first. Elias Samson versus Apollo Crews. This will be the match I'm looking forward to the least, but I think that it could surprise us. I'm not into the Drifter. I think that there's just something not there. A lot of things not there. It's not like he's terrible in the ring or anything. He's not anything special. His gimmick isn't really anything. I think it would be better if they drift away from this drifter thing and just make him hipster douche with a guitar, because that honestly that's what it feels like anyways, and it has more possibilities. Apollo Crews I really like, but he hasn't done anything much lately. I mean, he lost to Baron Corbin at the last TakeOver, he lost to Finn in a big rematch, and now he's just kind of in this storyline with Samson that has only been going on for about 2 weeks. So my prediction is that Elias Samson wins, because I don't really know what direction they have going for Apollo Crews, but I think that they are going to give Samson the win and just give him some more character development. Give him something to care about, because he's one of my least favorite things on NXT right now. And I'd rather see Apollo get the win, but I think it's going to be Samson. But as long as they have some direction for both these guys, I don't care who wins. The Revival defending the NXT Tag Team Championship against American Alpha. This should be a good one. I'm actually surprised that the Revival have held the tag team titles as long as they have. I figured they were going to be transitional champs, drop the tag titles to Enzo and Cass at NXT TakeOver London. That didn't happen. Then I thought they'd drop them at WWE Roadblock to Enzo and Cass. That didn't happen either. So, as sad as it is, I believe that Enzo and Cass aren't going to get an NXT tag title run, and they will be moving to the main roster very soon. And American Alpha will be taking their spot as the top babyface tag team. And now's the perfect time to crown them as the NXT Tag Team Champions. They've been on a roll since forming as a team, and I could be wrong here, but I don't think that they've really lost any matches since they've formed American Alpha. So I think that Gable and Jordan are going to take the tag team titles, and they deserve so. They are extremely entertaining. They're a great team. They're personally, right now, probably my favorite thing on NXT. So I am saying that American Alpha get the win. Austin Aries making his debut against Baron Corbin. So this match is going to be awesome because Austin Aries is incredible, and Baron Corbin has improved a lot. Since he debuted in September of 2014, he has made a lot of improvement. I would say that the time I started liking him a lot was during the NXT Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic tournament. He really showed a lot of improvement in the ring there. Both of his tournament matches on TakeOver Respect were very, very good. And that was when my eyes opened and I was like, okay, this guy can actually go. He's not just beating people in like 7 seconds or whatever. He can actually have matches. He's busting out new moves. He's got some psychology and storytelling in the ring. And he's been cutting some pretty good promos lately. So I wouldn't mind Corbin winning this match, honestly. But Aries is going to win, and he should win. It's his debut. It's a huge stage. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a good match, but I think Austin Aries gets the win. Bayley defending the NXT Women's Championship against Asuka. Man, this is one of the biggest women's matches that they could ever throw together in NXT. You've got Bayley, the ultimate babyface, everyone loves her, and you've got Asuka, someone who has just been unstoppable, undefeated, and she's only been here since, October or September, and hasn't lost a match, and you know, she's almost as loved as Bayley. I know that this crowd is going to be split. We're going to hear, let's go Bayley, let's go Asuka. I don't think the crowd is going to really care who walks out the winner. Personally, I don't care who walks out the winner because I love both so much. I'm fine if Bayley extends her reign, but honestly, I think that Asuka is going to defeat Bayley and become the new women's champion of NXT. Because I think that Asuka is, if they want it to be a face who takes the title from Bayley, Asuka's the only one who can do it without getting complete backlash. Like, if Carmella or, well, there's not that many real faces of women in NXT. Asuka and Bayley are really the two women faces of NXT. So if someone's going to beat her, it should be Asuka. I think it's going to be here at the biggest takeover in NXT history. Sami Zayn taking on the debuting Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. This is really going to happen. Shinsuke Nakamura is going to wrestle Sami Zayn. Oh my god. This is going to be incredible. First of all, my prediction, Shinsuke Nakamura wins. But this match is going to be just amazing. Easily the match I'm most excited for of the night, and it's going to be the best match of the night, I would only imagine. So I got into Shinsuke. I'm not like a long-term fan of him or anything, because I didn't really know who he was until after I watched Wrestle Kingdom 9 in January 2015. So it's been over a year that I've been a fan, and just seeing him at Wrestle Kingdom, his charisma, his wrestling ability, he was just instantly drawn to him. And to hear he was going to WWE, I was actually had mixed feelings, because I didn't want him to leave New Japan because he's so good there, he's used so well there, and I was worried about what they're going to do with him here in WWE. But he's here, he's wrestling, and we're going to get to watch him tonight, so fuck yeah. But I think Nakamura is going to win. Sami Zayn, this will be like his farewell match from NXT, and he'll be on the main roster from here on out. Which, I mean, that's kind of what needs to happen. In NXT, people need to do their stuff and move out so that the rest of the people can fill out the scene. And hopefully Sami can have a good main roster career. In the main event, an NXT Takeover London rematch, Samoa Joe challenging Finn Balor for the NXT title. I could see this one going either way, but my prediction is going to be Samoa Joe wins, because I don't think they'd do a complete rematch from the last Takeover if Joe wasn't going to get the win this time. I'd be fine if Finn wins. It's just, I'm wearing this Balor Club shirt, and I'm wondering when this is going to come into play. Gallows and Anderson are, ready to debut. I don't know if they're going to go to the main roster, if they're going to go to NXT, but if they're going to be called Balor Club, they're going to have to be with Finn Balor. And I see Balor Club more as a heel thing. And I don't think they're going to do some form of a double turn here with Joe and Finn, because Joe's been doing such a good job of being an amazing heel, and people are still going to cheer Finn, especially if he's got Bullet Club members coming in to help him. So I think there's a possibility that Gallows and Anderson show up, but I'm going to say no. I'm sure Finn is going to have some incredible demon paint. It's going to be an incredible match, just like London, but I think that this victory is going to go to Samoa Joe. So yeah, those are my predictions for NXT TakeOver Dallas. I think it's going to be an amazing show. I'm super excited. Unfortunately, I have to work, but right after I get off work, I'm watching that. So now let's move in to WrestleMania 32. On the pre-show, the Dudley Boyz versus the Usos. I don't have much to say about this match. They've been building it for a few months. It doesn't hold my interest. It belongs on the pre-show. It's just sad because the Dudley Boyz, I feel like, should be in the tag team title scene in like a TLC or a table match or something. But no, they're wrestling the Usos on the pre-show. I think the Usos are going to win. Don't really have anything other to say than that. Maybe this will go to Extreme Rules to a table match or something. I don't know. 5-on-5 Diva Tag Team match. The Total Divas, consisting of Paige Natalya, Brie Bella, Eva Marie, and Alicia Fox, versus Team Bad and Blonde, Lana, Emma, Summer Rae, Naomi, and Tamina. This is also on the pre-show, thank God. I think that the Total Divas are going to win, with Brie Bella making Lana submit with a yes lock, because this will be Brie's final WrestleMania match, and most likely final match ever. So she should get the win, she should get a WrestleMania moment, and I'm sure she'll be using Daniel Bryan's move, because, that's what she does. Final match of the pre-show, Kalisto defending the United States Championship against Ryback. Kind of sad that this has to be on the pre-show because it's a title match, but I mean, honestly, Kalisto and Ryback in a one-on-one match, this isn't even going to be a bad match, I don't think, because we've seen it before during the WWE World Heavyweight Championship tournament going into Survivor Series, and it was actually pretty damn good, but it just doesn't feel like a WrestleMania match. This feels like a Fastlane match or something. Later on, we've got an Intercontinental Championship big, clusterfuck ladder match. This should have been the U.S. title match. A big, 7-man ladder match featuring these two people. But that's not what we got. We're getting Kalisto and Ryback in a singles match. Not super exciting, but it could be better than expected. My prediction is that Ryback is going to win because he's big. And it kind of makes sense if you think about it. If Kalisto's an underdog, his reigns don't need to be super long. He doesn't need to be beating everyone. And I love Kalisto. I think it's awesome that they gave him the U.S. title, but they're not doing anything with him. I don't think Ryback's going to be any better of a champ. I'd rather Kalisto win, but I think Ryback will win and feud with some face. I don't know, because Ryback's heel now. I don't really know the plans for the U.S. title. I just want it to mean something again. But I think Ryback's going to win. A 3-on-4 handicap match, I believe is what it is. The New Day versus the League of Nations. I don't think the tag team titles are involved in this at all. Not super excited for this. The New Day versus League of Nations, it's just not really my cup of tea. And I like both teams, but them fighting against each other just doesn't really do it for me. However, it could be really good. So I think New Day is going to win, and I think there's going to be some involvement from something. I don't know. There's rumors going around that this match is going to have something big with it. So I think I'm just going to go out on a limb here. The Rock isn't scheduled to do anything yet that we know of. I think The Rock's going to help the New Day even the score 4-on-4. Not in a match, but The Rock will just help them. I think that's what's going to happen, and New Day will win and be official baby faces now. The third annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I'm not going to name everyone who's announced for this thing, but I mean, judging from the people that they've kind of built up for this, poorly, I might add, the only people who seem to have a chance are Big Show again, Kane, Mark Henry, and the Social Outcasts. Nowhere the Social Outcasts winning, although I wouldn't mind it, maybe giving it to Curtis Axel or something. But I don't think it's going to be Big Show again. I don't think it's going to be Kane. Probably going to be Mark Henry, because it's in his home state. It's probably his last WrestleMania, so whatever. However, they are not confirmed, but the Wyatt family, I think, will probably be in this match, because they don't have anything to do on the WrestleMania card, which is so sad. It's so goddamn sad. So I think they're going to throw the Wyatts into this Battle Royal. So I'm going to say if the Wyatts are in, my prediction is Bray Wyatt wins the Battle Royal. If the Wyatts are not in, my prediction is Mark Henry. Honestly, if the Wyatts aren't going to do anything, just throw him in this fucking thing and give Bray the win, because he needs to win something, and he needs to win something at WrestleMania. So even though the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal means shit, just give Bray the win. Just give him something. Chris Jericho versus AJ Styles. This will be their fourth match, but I'm sure it will not disappoint. They've had 3 so far. AJ's won 2. Jericho's won 1. But I think AJ's going to win this one. On the grandest stage of them all, he'll have his first WrestleMania moment. And I think this will end the Jericho-AJ Styles feud. It's been really good. They've told a good story, starting as just not even, I would say, friendly rivals, turn into a tag team. Jericho gets really pissed, grizzled old vet, about the new rookie coming in and taking his spot and his spotlight. And now they're having a match at WrestleMania, and this should close it out. So I think AJ Styles gets the win. Ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn versus Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz versus Stardust versus Zack Ryder versus Sin Cara. That's a bit of a clusterfuck, but it could be exciting. I'm sure it will be. It'll be a big spot fest. My prediction is that Kevin Owens retains the Intercontinental Championship. Now, a ladder match with 7 people is a perfect chance for him to lose the title and still look strong, but I think that Kevin Owens will retain. The only people who I think have a chance at maybe winning are Sami Zayn, who I love Sami Zayn. I want him to get the Intercontinental Championship at some point, but it just doesn't make sense for his whole story of being, the ultimate underdog, coming in and defeating Kevin Owens and all these people at WrestleMania and winning a title in his first pay-per-view match. It just doesn't really go with the character. I'm not going to be mad if Sami wins, but I don't think he's going to. He should carry on a feud with Kevin Owens, chasing the title. I don't think Dolph Ziggler or Miz really have a chance. Honestly, I think Zack Ryder has a better chance than the rest of the guys, but that's probably not going to happen. They're going to have that moment where Ryder's reaching for it, and then Owens is just going to fucking knock him down. But my prediction is Kevin Owens retains the Intercontinental Championship. The match I am personally most excited for, Charlotte versus Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch in a triple threat for the Divas Championship. I'm so happy. This feels like a legit WrestleMania women's match. They really care, they're giving them something, and they are. They just have to give them time, and this match will steal the show. The rumors going around is that they're going to introduce a new women's championship the night after WrestleMania, which means the Divas Championship is out, and these women will be fighting for a women's title that they deserve to be fighting over. So this match, oh man, I'm just so excited. I really want Becky to win. I love all 3. I don't care who wins. I don't even care if Charlotte retains. I don't care if Sasha wins. But I think that the story lends itself to Becky. Becky and Charlotte were feuding for so long. This goes back to late 2015. Becky has not gotten revenge on Charlotte, and now is the perfect time to dethrone her at WrestleMania. However, my prediction is that Sasha Banks will get the win, because it seems like they are behind her more, WWE I mean, and Snoop Dogg's getting inducted in the Hall of Fame. It just feels like I think it's going to be Sasha. They're even doing like a video diary on her following her road to WrestleMania this whole week. So I think it's going to be Sasha. Like I said, I don't care if Sasha wins. I'll be very happy. But I just think that Becky would be the smarter choice for now, and then to go on to drop the title to Sasha later in the year. No holds barred street fight between Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose. I don't know why they're calling it a no holds barred street fight, because they're the same fucking thing. But the match better have a lot of blood. I mean, if Dean Ambrose is going to use a fucking barbed wire bat, but then again, it's Brock Lesnar. I'm sure there will be lots of sweat and blood. But I think that Brock Lesnar is going to win. Dean Ambrose is going to look good in defeat. It's going to be one of those things where Stone Cold at WrestleMania 13, just blood running down his face, lost the match, but he would not give up and he passed out. I think Dean is going to look like a total badass who just won't stay down, and Brock just has to give him F5 after F5 and suplex after suplex and chair shot after chair shot, and Dean will keep getting up until eventually he just can't get up anymore. Lesnar will win, and who knows? If they want to keep Lesnar as kind of a face, maybe they'll do a show of respect. I don't see him like, giving him a handshake or a hug or anything, but maybe he'll give him a little nod of respect. But I think Brock Lesnar will win. I'd like Dean to get the win, but like I said before, I think it's going to be a Lesnar win and a Dean Ambrose getting over in defeat. Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell match. If Shane wins, he gets to control Raw. If Undertaker wins, well, he gets to keep wrestling at WrestleMania, I guess, even though he's old as hell. I never thought I would be seeing Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania and it not be during the Attitude Era. But we're getting it. I don't think the match is going to be spectacular, but it's got a good story going around it, it's got high stakes, and it's rumored to go on last. So that would be cool. It's a bit unpredictable because, it's The Undertaker and it's WrestleMania, but I'm going to go with Shane because I think this is the perfect chance for them to change everything up, get the Authority out of power, because that storyline and that whole everything is just so overdone. It's been going on for so long. Now you've got a chance to bring in a face authority figure who can change everything up. Hell, he could be the one who introduces the new women's title and change everything up, or at least give the illusion that everything's changing for like a few weeks. But I think Shane's going to win. I don't know how the hell he's going to do it. Probably Vince, maybe having a change of heart and helping his son. Maybe, I don't know, the Wyatts or Sting, or I don't know. Probably Vince. Probably Vince will help him. But I think Shane's going to win. And the main event, Triple H defending the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Roman Reigns. I don't even have that much to say about this. I feel like last year when I did my predictions, I felt the same way when it was Brock versus Reigns. I just didn't really care, and it was so obvious that Reigns was going to win. And then last year, Seth Rollins cashed in and saved the day. That can't happen this year. My prediction is Roman Reigns wins as a babyface. He's got tons of pyro. He's holding it up, crying, and everyone's booing him. And Vince is in the back jerking off, covering his ears as everyone is booing his most prized possession, Roman Reigns. Or, they could be smart and just turn him heel, give him the title. But I think that WrestleMania is going to close, just like I said, a crying Reigns with pyro and just thunderous boos around him. I don't really have much more to say about that. So yeah, there's WrestleMania 32. Those are my predictions. I am very excited for it. I'm always excited going into WrestleMania, even though about a little under half the match. No, I'd say about a third of the matches I am not that excited for. Like Usos and Dudleys, don't give a shit. That 5-on-5 Divas match, don't give a shit. Kalisto and Ryback, I give barely a shit. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, I kind of only care if someone's going to return or the Wyatts maybe actually get a win. But everything else I'm excited for. The Divas match, the women's match, I think it's going to steal the show, and I'm so excited. Thank you for watching my Ringside predictions. Be sure to come back next week for, I was going to say Extreme Rules, but I could be wrong, and I checked the calendar, and I think Payback is next. So I think they flipped Extreme Rules and Payback, but we'll find out a little closer. So thanks for watching, and enjoy NXT TakeOver Dallas and WrestleMania 32. See you guys later.